Okay, hey everybody. This is the Lab 8 video, so we're continuing with the concept of statistical inference. In Lab 6 and 7, we dealt with one population, and in Labs 8 and 9, we're going to be dealing with two populations. And we're going to specifically be comparing the difference of two population means. Is there a significant difference between population means, or do we not find that difference? Okay. So in Lab 8, we are trying to answer that question, is there a significant difference between two population means? Specifically in this lab, so these are just a couple of examples of real life research questions. In this lab, this is our specific question here. If we play music in the background, is there evidence that as a class, we improve with a specific task? And so that task in this lab is going to be completing a word search. Each student is going to do two different word searches. You're going to do a word search with music playing in the background and also without music. We want to see if there is a significant difference between words found in those two settings. The average number of words found, is that different for the music group versus the silent group? Now, each student will be paired with themselves, so we're going to compare the number of words that you found without music and with music. That makes this a dependent sample design, right? Those two groups are dependent on each other. The number of words that you find during the first task is going to have some influence on the number of words you find the second go round. If the two samples were completely independent, then it would be an independent sample design, and that will be Lab 9. But since it's the same subject doing the same task twice, the results are dependent. There is correlation here with those results. Okay. In lab, you will be randomly assigned to either group 1 or group 2. Your lab instructor will complete this step. This will be random. You will also be randomly assigned to either complete puzzle 1 or puzzle 2 first. So there are two different puzzles, right? Because you can't do the same puzzle twice. There would be bias there. You know where the words already are. If you are in group 1, so if you have been randomly assigned group 1, all of those, so half the class will complete their first puzzle in silence. That's either going to be puzzle 1 or puzzle 2. And there will be a time limit, and you want to see how many words you find. Now, after group 1 does this, all students, so all 24 students, will complete a puzzle while music is playing. You're either going to complete your first puzzle or the second puzzle. So then this is step 2. So group 1 is finished. Now those that were assigned group 2 will complete their second puzzle in silence. So both group 1 and group 2 are doing music in silence, but the order is randomized, and the order of the puzzle is randomized as well. So everything needs to be random to eliminate any bias introduced that could possibly be introduced. So you will get the average number of words. I hope that blue is okay. That red is even worse. Is the white? I think the white is fine. So you'll get the average number of words found with music playing in the background, right? And then you'll also get the average number of words found with no music, silence. So we have two sample averages. We want to estimate the population averages, right? So we want to see if there is a significant difference between the average number of words found with music versus in silence. So then you'll complete all the tables like usual. In this lab, you will be using StatCrunch to complete some tables. You're going to get confidence intervals, do hypothesis testing. We know how to do this. Now it's for 2 populations instead of just 1. Use your lecture recall in the lab manual if you need help. Okay, when you get a confidence interval, here we're doing a confidence interval for the mean of the first group minus the mean of the second group, mu1 minus mu2. This is all in the lecture recall. If my confidence interval goes from negative to positive, so we're getting a confidence interval for the difference of two means. If it goes from negative to positive, that means 0 is contained in the confidence interval. If 0 is in this confidence interval, then the 2 means could be the same, right? That's saying that mu1 minus mu2 could be 0. So that leads you to one conclusion. There are also specific conclusions if we get an entirely negative confidence interval and an entirely positive confidence interval. So that is for you to determine, see what your lab results look like. And then we know we have specific conclusions for these as well. And in this lab, we're doing 90% confidence intervals. That means our level of significance should be 0.10, right? Because we know that the confidence level and alpha need to sum up to 1 when we're doing 2-sided tests. Okay, so you'll do the confidence intervals. You'll make inferences based on your results. You'll also do a hypothesis test. So StatCrunch will give you the p-value. You need to use the p-value to make a conclusion, follow the same structure as in lecture. You also want to think about the connection between the hypothesis test and the confidence interval. This connection will be on the exam, so you need to think about that connection. Think about, is there evidence music has any impact on the results? That's the point of this lab. Okay, that's the end of this video.